Well, first I want to take a second to talk about the Atlanta Braves. If you haven't heard, the Bravos have been killing it. They just swept 2 teams in a row and hold the best record in Major League Baseball right now, having dropped just 1 game in these first 2 weeks of play. We are missing catcher Brian McCann because of a shoulder injury, but the backup, Evan Gattis, has had a very impressive show so far with the Braves and is currently batting .391. We are, however, feeling the injury of Freddie Freeman a little more. In the offseason, the Braves picked up the brothers BJ and Justin Upton, who have been a great addition to the team's already stout lineup. Justin currently holds the 2nd highest slugging percentage in baseball and has more home runs than 13 teams right now combined. And BJ has shown some intense potential, to go on for the rest of the season to be a huge clutch player for the Braves. Despite having an 8-1 record, the Atlanta Braves are ranked 2nd in ESPN's power rankings behind National League East rival the Washington Nationals, who will kick off their series against the Braves tonight in our nation's capital. So be sure to follow this series. It'll be a huge one for both of these teams. While we were on spring break, the Georgia College Bobcats tennis, baseball, and softball teams didn't slow up a bit. Our baseball team has won 10 of their last 11 games, including an insanely overwhelming 21-2 win over Pfeiffer College. In their outing to Erskine College yesterday, we saw a season-high 6 home runs from the Bobcats. Taylor Henshaw, Jake Sandlin, and Akika Anderson each cranked solo homers. Ryan Sabalaski claimed 2 round-trippers, and Clay Ardizer drove out a crushing grand slam to give the Bobcats a convincing lead over Erskine College, and then went on to win the game 15-5. Let's hope the Bobcats can continue their hot streak as they travel out of town this weekend facing conference rivals Columbus State. As for our softball girls, they've taken home the W an impressive 14 of the last 15 games and are sitting at the number 2 spot in the Peach Belt Conference, just a game behind Armstrong Atlantic State. Our Bobcats can attribute some of their success to the pitching of very talented Danny Gallucci. You should be familiar with her now, who has just earned her 2nd Pitcher of the Week honors of the season from the Peach Belt. The Bobcats men's tennis team has won 12 of their last 13 matches and appears to be on the way to a deep postseason. Leading the way to victory is senior Johann Wadstein, whose dominance in the single slot has earned him the honor of Bobcat Athlete of the Week. Ross Bailey has the story.
The Georgia College men's tennis team is ranked 17th in the nation, heading into this year's Peach Belt Conference tournament. The Bobcats are led by senior Johann Wadstein, who's amassed a 15-5 record at the number 1 single spot this season. As we enter the postseason, Wadstein is playing the best tennis of his career, winning 10 of his last 11 matches. This streak of dominance and display of leadership has earned him the honor of Bobcat Athlete of the Week.
This team can for sure win the national championship. We have so much potential in the team right now, and that's what the coach has been talking all season. If you just, if you show up and you work hard every day and stay focused on matches and get that intensity up, you can go so far. We just stay confident, and I think if we keep that momentum going in the rest of the matches and the rest of the season, I think we can be, number 1. Coach is a really amazing guy. I can start from the point where we came here, and I spend every day with him, 3 hours a day. So, we become very close, and he's just doing a great job with us. Everybody feels so comfortable around him, and he's a friend, but at the same time, a guy that we really respect, and he get great authority. And so, we always have this a code for the tennis team. As soon as you're done with your match, or as soon as you're not playing, you will cheer for the others. It's so important. If you play someone and they get a crowd behind you and they get really loud, the opponent always get, maybe a little nervous, a little scared, and it gets them mentally often. So, and I'm trying to show some leadership too. So, I'm the only child in the family, so it's only me and my mom and my dad. So it's been pretty tough for them to just, leave their only child for America for 4 years. But they're just being truly amazing about supporting me my whole life, and just being there for me when I miss home, and miss family and miss friends, because there's times where I really want to go home, but it's kind of far back to Sweden. So.
Well, that's all I have for you this week, guys. Now back to you, Elliot and Meredith.